Alright, how's everyone doing? Welcome to From Z to A, Alphabetical Interviews with Zach Anderson. I am Zach Anderson. Today we're here at Sage Sound Studios for the 27th edition of Monsters of Acoustic Rock, and I am joined by Fiction.
Yay!
So thank you guys for being on the show. Please introduce yourselves and your instruments.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
My name's Ethan. I play the guitar and I'm the El Capitano of this group. That lead singer. The only singer.
As of right now.
As of right now.
Because Matt won't do it!
Matt.
I'm Joao, and I play bass, and I don't sing.
Yeah.
I'm Matt, I play guitar. I sing, but not for this band.
I'm Chris, I play drums.
Alright.
He doesn't sing either.
Alright, so now I'm going to ask you the difficult questions as long as it has something to do with the letters of your band name. So we'll start with F. How did Fiction form? Do you guys have any fond memories of your first show together?
Give the origin story of Fiction.
Yes. So there's like there was like, Fiction was a totally different thing, like not very long ago. We started off kind of as a three-piece. It was myself, Chris, and another guy, Jimmy Mann. Also super talented. It was a very different vibe though. It was like original blues rock kind of vibe. And we did that for a while. We put out an album, and then we started picking up steam. But then Jimmy quit suddenly about a month or two before we had a big show at Foxwoods, the casino. And so we were like scrambling, and just before that we had also added Matt like 2 months prior to that. So like he was just new to the band too. And then luckily we had met this fine fellow here a few months prior, playing shows in support of our original album. And then we reached out to him. First he was a little reluctant. First he was a little reluctant. It would make me sad.
Yeah, no choice.
But he had no choice really.
Let me cut you off. Because about 2 minutes ago is where the story really gets lost in translation. What really happened was I started playing shows with Fiction as an acoustic opener, and I decided that I wanted to front Fiction. And so I challenged Jimmy Mann to a series of rock, paper, scissors matches, which I obviously won triumphantly, and I think he walked away with his head held high, and
He did.
and that's what happened. So I don't know why you guys tell that weird story.
Yeah, it seems to get foggy. I'm so glad you remember it as well as you do.
But our first show together was almost a year ago, like today, like in a week or two. It'll be like our year anniversary, and it was a Battle of the Bands show at Foxwoods.
Oh, cool.
Which we were docked points for being late because we got stuck in traffic.
It was so bad.
And I was like, oh, it's gonna be that. It was a really great set though.
Yeah,
we played, and it was. I feel like it. After that night, I feel like we all got off stage and we're like, okay, this is gonna be a thing.
Yeah, because
it's gonna be like a thing that we put a lot of energy into.
we threw like so many songs. Like Ethan luckily had so many songs like written that we just kind of whipped into like actually pretty much our entire EP is those songs. Like we whipped them together in like a month or two, came up with like some really good arrangements for them, and just played Foxwoods. And it was like after we got on the stage for that, it was
pretty gnarly.
It was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
So then we just kept going.
Nice. Excellent. What would you say are individually and as a group, who are your biggest musical influences or inspirations?
For me, it's definitely Sublime's my favorite. One of my favorite bands I think of all time. A previous band of mine opened for Badfish a couple times, which was a really cool privilege. But for me, it's like when writing music for this band, it's Sublime, 311. I like to throw some folk in there too, and just kind of draw from as many different genres as possible that I think we make sound organized and
For me, like probably the biggest one is Red Hot Chili Peppers. Grew up listening to Chili Peppers. When I started playing bass, I started playing Chili Peppers songs. Also, like a lot of funky stuff.
Yeah.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Joao brings the funk.
A whole lot of stuff actually, but I mean I listen to pretty much anything. I was just listening to System of a Down again. They were probably my favorite band for a really long time. So yeah, I've been listening to them. I draw influences from a lot of different people.
For me, I'm a fan of the Smiths. I'm a huge fan of Johnny Marr. Anything I play for this, I rip off of him. For sure, I rip off of him. And but
Great, I can see the copyright lawsuits coming.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love all your I don't know if obviously you play guitar. I love how he arpeggiates everything. It makes it sound beautiful. it just sounds like if you play by himself, he sounds like 10 guitar players in one.
Mhm.
So I love that about him, but outside of that, I love John Coltrane, Paul McCartney. I love Grant Green, Robert Johnson, Joe Pass. So a mix of jazz, mostly jazzy stuff. But I still attach to some rock here and there. But for this, usually I draw from Johnny Marr, try to keep the arrangements very different from his.
Mhm.
So, but it still
Really
melts
works out
together.
well.
Yeah.
Because he's got such an eclectic style that he can effortlessly span across the different genres that we try and cover and just sort of adapt to
Yeah.
any one of those sounds, and it comes out really nifty, man.
Nifty.
Me?
Yeah.
Pretty much
Chris, someone
everything.
wants your opinion on something.
Shut up. I like funk, I love soul, like Motown, rock, like Zeppelin, Floyd, like all that stuff. Like rap too, like Big Smalls, all that stuff.
He's probably our healthiest purveyor of
Right.
rap
Yeah, for
in
sure.
this band. This dude knows hip hop.
Pardon?
Excellent. Now, what is your creative process for writing songs? Do you tend to start with lyrics or music? I know you just mentioned that most recent with the EP, it's a lot of his songs, but is it like, for the most part, is it a collaborative effort? Or is it like,
I think as time goes on, it's been more.
It has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
we've had two main songwriting proceeds since we started, and the first one was basically most of my music career before these guys was spent as either solo acoustic musician or like an acoustic folk trio I had for a while, and so really I just took a lot of my songs that started out on just an acoustic guitar and brought them over to these guys, and then they put their spin on it, just kind of made them into big boy songs.
Yeah.
And then lately what's been happening is Matt will come up with something real rad on the guitar, and he'll play it out, like where we're taking like a 5-minute break at practice or something, and he'll play something funky. Just yesterday we took a break, played something, and then we jammed on it for 20 minutes and like structured a song around it.
Nice.
And so it's a collaborative effort in that regard, and then Joao and Chris just like do magic stuff, and like
It's pretty much sums it up. Actually.
yeah,
Almost
it just
What?
becomes a structure.
A lot of people have like, what if we do this kind of thing here and we try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like 85% of the time will work, and then we'll try something else the other 15%. So everybody now, more recently, there's a little bit of input from everybody for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're stuck somewhere, it's it's hard for one mind to do it. At least if you have 4 minds working together, it's
Right.
like, what if we try this? And then
We've
just push it forward.
We've achieved hive mind
Yeah.
at this
Yeah,
point.
at
which is
least at
really
that
cool.
point.
We were really excited about that achievement.
We start like finishing each other's sentences and stuff now. And it's like
Yeah.
it's really kind of trippy.
Excellent. So when touring, are there any particular spots you always want to play? Do you guys have a favorite venue that you frequent?
Uh,
Yeah, we're such a touring band.
We haven't toured yet,
Yeah.
but we feel really comfortable in New Haven. We like New Haven. New Haven
Yeah.
likes us.
yeah. Stella Blues, Cafe
yeah.
9.
But we fit in everywhere, so we're trying to get more familiar with outside spots and sort of trying to branch out.
Yeah.
We're fun. People like to hang out with us.
It's actually
I'm
nice.
Likewise, bro. Like,
You're gonna really enjoy it in a minute.
oh man.
No, we tend to. I mean, we're trying like when we first started the band, we were focused so much on like writing stuff and like putting out the CP to like show people the new sound that like we were playing shows around here and we found like some places like Main Street Tavern in Stratford.
Yep.
Great place to play. We're actually playing there next Saturday.
Cool.
It's but honestly that's a great place.
Next Friday.
Oh, next Friday. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Friday.
Sorry, I'm losing track. I'm like losing everything's a blur. Like
There's a lot.
booking all
Yeah,
these
there's a lot
shows.
to look after.
But yeah, I mean, pretty much anywhere we play instantly becomes our favorite place. Pretty easy
Yeah.
going.
Very cool. Now, what's the most interesting or surprising crowd interaction you've had?
As this band, I don't know. Can you guys think of
I
anything?
can't think of one off the top of my head.
I don't. And nothing
Ethan
really.
boops people's noses.
Oh yeah. That's like,
So I'm really big on crowd participation. I really just feel like a show is kind of like a big party where you and your friends are hanging out, and then you meet new friends, and then there's people playing music instead of like a DJ spinning records. But I like to boot people's noses during breaks.
All right.
I like to play rock paper scissors with some of them on stage during the breaks and songs. Not really like interesting or anything, but I pointed out to them a few weeks ago an observation that I had made that really made me happy was the number of people that gather in front of, like directly in front of us when we're playing a set and start dancing keeps growing at each of the shows, and that makes me excited. I like it when people dance to your music. Physical reactions to music are real special to me because you know I get like goosebumps and just like certain physical emotions to music, so that's my favorite crowd interaction, and when people laugh at our bad jokes.
We're so good at bad jokes.
So, it's a nice thing about dive bars because you're forced to be close to the band. Like Doggy Dog, everybody was dancing in that one spot.
Yeah.
They had no choice.
Because they had to dance in that one.
All right. Now, if you could play one show with one other act, any act in the world, where would it be and who would it be with?
Jimi Hendrix.
All right.
I'm going.
Are we taking a selfie during the interview?
Yep. Just happened. What was your answer, Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix, like the original like 3-piece. Actually, maybe keep Mitch Mitchell, Jimi Hendrix, and probably I can't remember the bass player they had for the other trio. Anyway, I don't know.
That guy.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about baseball.
I don't know. But the guy, Billy Cox.
Yeah.
The guy for that, I would have that. You know, minus the drummer they had for Band of Gypsies. So I would keep Mitch Mitchell, Jimi Hendrix, and Billy Cox. Have those three together because Jimmy was obviously the best guitar player ever, and Mitch Mitchell was one of my favorite drummers. I just love listening to that guy. Phenomenal drummer. But, so that'd be mine. I'd just be in awe of that.
Yeah.
To open for that. Yeah.
Matt just made any of our answers obsolete. There's no point in any of us. For me, it's easy. It would be Sublime, the original lineup of Sublime. If we could play a show with them, I'd be fine with it.
The original. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Bradley Nowell, obviously not as a corpse, like
Right.
he's not decomposed.
Alive,
He's alive.
alive Bradley.
Alive Bradley Nowell.
If I say Red Hot Chili Peppers, I'm smack.
Actually, no. You know who I'd really love to play a show with. Who would be really freaking cool to play a show with would be Between the Buried and Me. I've been listening to them a lot lately. And I mean, I used to listen to them all the time when I was like growing up, and I was super into metal. I still am, but like I don't listen to it as much anymore.
Right.
But I was like going through some of their back catalog, like the album Colors, Great Misdirect, that's a good one, Alaska, like the early stuff, and like it would be incredible to play a show with them. To just be on stage like with that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible.
Nice.
What about you, buddy?
Either Van Halen or John Coltrane.
Ooh, John
Yeah,
Coltrane.
I was trying to think of the best answer. Definitely true.
Awesome. So tell me about the newest album, The Other F Word.
The Other F Word. It's exactly what you want it to be. It's well, like I said in the beginning, it's like when we were doing the show for Foxwoods, Ethan had these tunes when he was an acoustic guy, and he brought them to us, and we had heard a couple of them from him like playing. We recognized a couple of them from him playing with us, and we worked them up into these arrangements that we have now, and even now they're still kind of constantly changing, but. The album itself was a lot of fun, actually. We ended up recording with a friend of ours, Sam Carlson, in New Haven, at his studio in New Haven, and also in his house, which was really cool. We hung out a lot in his bedroom. It was nice. It was a good time. Yeah, that was just a great
It sounds
experience.
so weird. Talk about his bedroom.
We snuggled.
We snuggled a lot. But it was a great experience just like hanging out with these guys and tracking stuff. It was it just made it so much fun. I mean, I don't know how I would describe I have such a hard time describing the sound of it to people.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, people ask and they're like, what does it sound like? I'm like, I don't know, just listen to it. Like, it's only like
It's a reggae record, a punk record, a folk record, and like a rock record, all in one.
Yeah.
But it blends together nicely. You're not like thrown chaotically.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I
all
mean?
over the
It
place.
transitions nicely.
It's kind of like Sandinista from The Clash. Like, not that the song sounds the same.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
yeah.
a good point,
So
actually.
that's probably the best comparison I can make it to. Except they have way more energy. Like, this is way more mellow.
Yeah.
So maybe like one song.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like,
For me, we wanted to get a body of music out there because it was, I think that this band since getting together has been like steadily evolving on a track that we've sort of like loosely set for ourselves, and it was, I don't want to say difficult getting people to shows, but it's difficult getting people to shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Any
just
local
live
band will
music
tell
in
you that.
general, yeah.
Right.
And since putting the album out, and then since we got over 1,000 followers on Facebook, the algorithm started working in our favor, and people heard the record and started coming to shows. And I really feel like it was like a real prime example of let's get a body of music out, so we can be like, here's the music that you can come hear, as opposed to I promise our band's good, come listen. You know what I mean?
Or like here's like a really grainy live video.
Right.
You know what we sound like.
And
like, yeah, okay.
We got a great reception from the other F Word.
Yeah.
I was really proud of it, and I feel like it's a good starting point for us, studio material wise, and that our next work will be more evolved and just go to the next higher step. But I feel like it's serving the purpose that we created it for, and it's helped creating buzz.
Excellent. Yeah, I've been listening to it a lot lately, so I've been
Awesome.
really enjoying
Thank
it.
you for
like
that. Yeah, absolutely.
What's your favorite track?
Night Owl?
I hate that one. No, I'm just kidding.
Never play it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's a lot of fun recording it, man.
Glad to hear it. So yeah, I like to end all my interviews with 3 interesting or random facts about yourselves that many people might not know. You gotta do one a person, or do you want to do like a 3 collectively as a group? So you guys.
Threesome, would you say?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who wants to go first on that?
I hate odd numbers and I refuse to wear underwear. Go.
That's only 2.
Oh, there's 3 each?
Yeah,
I hate odd numbers, I refuse to wear underwear. I'm not doing a 3rd.
You're not wearing underwear right now?
No.
That makes me really happy. Oh, I'm surprised you're wearing shoes, but not underwear. Oh, it's coming on.
Shoes are off.
Oh, almost. Oh, I'm falling.
It's turning into that kind of video.
Is that a test tube in your pocket?
By the way,
You ever see a casting couch? That's what I feel like. You want that job? Oh man.
And I'm afraid of styrofoam.
Are you really?
Yeah, it makes me uncomfortable because it never dies.
Yeah,
It's
let's just
there
put in
forever.
lemon juice. It's gone. That's how you get rid of it.
lemon juice.
It's true.
That's something random.
That is.
I didn't know that.
No socks.
Well,
on, my feet are sweating, pal, so it's gonna start smelling in here. It's just like it's not
3 random facts about me. I own ferrets, 2 ferrets.
too many for it.
I don't have too many fun facts. I actually work in finance despite this whole music thing. I don't know how that happened. And I drive the 2nd shittiest car in the band.
Alright.
I drive the first shit.
100%
By
the shittiest.
Alright, so for me, I hate glitter.
Okay.
I absolutely can't stand glitter.
Ditto.
It's the herpes of the craft world.
It really is.
I can't get rid of it.
Never.
I love cheese.
Yes.
Yes.
I absolutely love cheese.
I love cheese.
And I have the 3rd shittiest car in the band.
Alright.
All right. I
Does that
didn't.
make me have the best?
You got
Yeah,
a probably have the best car.
I have the best car in the band. I don't like flying,
Not fair enough.
and I don't like the word lunch. It's my least favorite.
What? I learned something new about you today.
The word lunch.
Lunch?
I never liked it.
That's like how some people don't like moist.
Yeah.
I'm on board with the moist.
I've never met anyone that liked
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah, lunch.
Moist.
Wait.
The actual act of eating it is
Well, like, what if
amazing.
you say it like? What if you say it like real
I
funny?
say midday meal.
Do you really? That's too many
Stop
syllables.
it. Shut
No,
up.
I just
Done.
eat,
You're
don't
done.
say anything
Cut
about
up.
it.
I'm just gonna eat food. What do you say like weird, like all like saliva, you like lunch?
We're gonna talk about this later. I have a question for you.
Oh, I wanna know.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh, jeez, that's
Shut
not
up.
nice at all.
I love it.
Do we get
I
this?
want to know 3 interesting facts about you.
3 interesting facts about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now
Okay.
you're on the casting couch.
Alright, I know how to unicycle.
Whoa! He opened out the gate with the unicycle.
We're all inferior.
I never wear matching socks.
Done.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh.
I was wondering that at the beginning.
I know, that's a movement now.
Now you know.
More and more people are doing that. It's a regular thing.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
And, well, it's something that a lot of people know, but I broke my neck when I was 19.
Do what?
Ultimate
Wow.
Frisbee.
Nice.
Seriously? Wow.
Dove for a catch, landed on, flipped over, landed on
I didn't know there was such
Holy
thing as
shit.
an ultimate frisbee injury.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it gets pretty intense.
Yeah.
Was the recovery for that insane, or were you like lucky, or you broke your neck? That's like
Super lucky.
insane.
Like if it was any more swollen, if it was any more swollen, it would have been paralyzed. But
Oh, damn, dude.
So,
Were you like temporarily, or no?
no, it was
He
just.
just got up and he's like, "Fuck this crack,"
Yeah.
and then he's good to go.
Wow.
That's
That's
how I-
crazy.
sorry
Those
that
are
happened.
solid
That's
facts,
amazing.
man.
Yeah.
That's how I started playing music too. So I couldn't join.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
awesome.
play guitar. So
Smart.
Everything happens for a reason.
There you go.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
If you guys want to check out Fiction, please visit the link below. And now we'll cut to a performance from Fiction.
There's a
So-
link here.
Let me move my foot.
Below my hetero life mate, Joao.
Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
can honestly say I love your strength.